So you guys know that I love Sydney Grace. I truly believe that Sydney Grace is my favorite eyeshadow formula. High-end, luxury, drugstore. If I had to choose one to use for the rest of my life, it would be Sydney Grace. So starting today, the 17th, they're going to start a sale. And the way they do their sale is every day. And I believe it runs for like 10 days. I may be wrong, maybe a little less, but I believe it's either 7 to 10 days. They run a different special. Like the special today is if you make I believe it's a $62 purchase, you get one of the brand new eyeshadow palettes that is being released today for free. And every day they run something a little different. Sometimes they have, if you spend so much, you get so much credit for a future purchase. On another day, they're also going to have another brand new palette that is worth, I think it's $59. And if you make a $62 purchase, then you will get the eyeshadow palette for free. Usually when they have their sales, that's when I restock. I normally get whatever new palettes they are releasing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting both of the palettes, but I'll probably get one of the palettes. But I wanted to show you today one of the palettes in action. I own, I would say, 95% of their palettes. They had a couple of colorful ones in the past that I passed. But I own most of them since I discovered Sydney Grace. So I have all of my makeup done. I do have a little bit of bronzer, and I'm going to be using a Sydney Grace blush and highlighter. So I left that alone so we can do that together. I own quite a few of them. Now, they do have cream blushes. I prefer their powder blushes. Their cream blushes are not my favorite. I decluttered most of them. I had blushes, highlighters, and bronzers, but I don't feel like they lasted that long on me. I have to be honest, whether I love Sydney Grace or not, and be truthful. And I did declutter those, but I love their powder blushes and highlighters. I do not have any powder bronzers. I don't even know if they have any, but as you can see, I own quite a few of them, okay? And I own so many singles that I have created, like my own palettes or just have them in a huge palette. I own a lot of Sydney Grace. The palette that I chose today to work with is the Blessed palette. And this was a collab with Mary from Glitzy, Fritzy. I will list her channel below. And I believe this was like a couple of years ago. And one thing that I love about this brand is whenever they release a palette, they release a light version and a dark or deep version, and not all of the shades in it are different, but like this is the light version, some of the lighter shades may be a little deeper in the deep version. So I really love this. So I love this palette. I think it's so pretty. It does have a mirror. I think I'm going to use some of the greens today. So I'm going to start with this one right here, my Savior, because I think that would be a nice one to start with. And of course, Mary chose the name of her shades, and she chose the shades also to go in her palette. But this is an absolutely gorgeous palette. Now, something that they're doing different during this sale, usually whenever they have, and they call it Christmas and July sale, but this year they're doing it in August instead of July. So they are running a little late. But normally what they do in the past is they would deactivate any discount codes that any creators will have. Like I have a 15% discount code. And during their sales, those codes would be deactivated. But this year, since they started their affiliate program, they decided to leave the codes active because they feel that as a creator, if we talk about their brand and we bring them business, then we should be getting paid for it. I just became an affiliate with them recently, and I have always talked about Sydney Grace. It has never been about the money, and it still isn't. You know, if you guys go and you purchase something and you use somebody else's code, it doesn't matter to me, okay? This is an amazing brand. I am not here to sell you anything to make money off of you. Now, if you do use my affiliate codes and it does help my channel, Oh, I'm sorry. I went into this one right here. This is called Little Bit. And you go into, you use my affiliate link, then I certainly appreciate it, because that's what helps me be able to buy products to show you on my channel. Not all the products that I show you on my channel, okay? I pay for, I would say, 75% of what I show you. I receive, you know, a little bit of money from codes that you use, links that you use that I show you below, but I would say that most of the makeup that I buy, I pay out of pocket. But anything is appreciated. But you guys are, just try the brand. I don't care if you use a code, if you don't use a code, if you use my code, if you use somebody else's code. But use somebody's code to save some money, because besides the sale, you'll be able to save 15%. I believe that every creator, their discount code is the same. All right, so I'm going to go a little deeper. I think I'm going to go into family, and I'm going to grab a flatter brush. This one is a Sigma, and I'm just going to grab a little bit on the very tip. And one thing about Sydney Grace, guys, it is hot as heck, okay? Yesterday it felt like 106 with the humidity at 10,000. It was terrible. And today, this week, we are having a cool front. So it's going to be in the low 90s. Okay. So yeah. Cool front. In Florida. It's funny. Okay, so I'm going to take the brush that I was using before. Kind of wipe it a little bit. I have a towel here sitting on the table that I'll wipe it off, just so that I can blend a little. This is so easy. Their eyeshadows blend themselves. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think I'm going to go into Irish Heat. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Absolutely stunning and gorgeous. So I'm going to use my finger and use that over here. So look around. Of course, my link is going to their website. You can go and look around and see everything. You know, every day, like I said, is going to be a different sale that they're running, a different special. And you can just choose whatever day you think. This is just a little bit of that family, the dark brown one. Every day you'll be able to see what they're offering that you may enjoy. I'm going to go into my Buttercup. That is such a pretty green. And use that in my inner corner. Just make sure you check them out. And their customer service is amazing. It truly, truly is. It's a family-owned business. It's an indie brand. It's a family-owned business. You can't find them at any stores, only on their website. I'm going to grab this one again, the lighter color, and I'm going to mix a little bit of this. I don't know how to say that, and I've heard Mary say it several times, but I don't know how to say it. Just to make it a little lighter, and we're going to go around the edge. Kind of made it look a little purple. Let me wipe that and just go into my Savior. I don't want it purple, but it kind of made it look a little purple. Let me take this clean brush, and I'm going to go into that white one and go in my inner corner. See if I can light that up a little bit. Wow, I am doing something here that I do not like. This is the brush I use for my concealer. I'm brightening that up way too much. That's a little better. Doesn't look quite as bright. Okay, I'm going to take that, my Buttercup, and use my finger. Then I'm going to use this So Mary, that green one. I'm going to use my finger and just go in the middle, kind of brighten it up a little bit. Look at me using green eyeshadow. Okay, let me catch up the other eye and I will be right back. Okay, I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to go into my Savior, the light color that I went on my crease. And I'm just going to go on my lower lash line. I'm going to take the brush that I was doing all the blending and just blend a little more. I didn't put any of that white on this here, so let me fix it just so that they're even. Yeah, that white is way too bright to brighten anything. I actually wish I had like a lighter, like a bone color, but that's okay. Okay, for mascara, I'm going to use the one from Dior. Haven't used this in a while. So let me do 2 coats of the mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to take this brush right here and I'm going to go into Be a Blessing on the very tip and just put a little bit in my inner corner. Okay, and now for blush, we have options. All right, so these are the blushes that I have and also highlighters. So I think I'm going to go into this one right here. And this one is in the shade Tangled. And it is a matte brush. I'm going to use this Refer 05. And I'm just going to grab a little bit. They're very pigmented, so a little goes a long ways. Turn the brush the other way and blend. I'm going to take my foundation brush. They are beautiful, long lasting. They will last you all day. They'll look the same when you take it off tonight as they do now. And so is the eyeshadows. These eyeshadows, they're easy to blend. You saw me, I didn't have any problems blending them. And also they blend themselves. They're so easy. And they will last all day. Now for highlighter, I did not bring a highlighter brush. Wasn't that smart? Okay, let's use this one. Okay, for highlighter, I think I'm going to use this one right here. It's got like a little bit of a pink hue to it. It is called Peach Kisses. Okay, that is the blush and that is the highlighter. Highlighters are very pigmented also, so I would say that you need to go very softly. I mean, you can make it as blingy as you want to, but you know me, I don't like it very blingy, so I would say go softly, grab a little at a time. So pretty. Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna take my brush, my blush brush, and just go over the edge. I brought a lipstick from MAC, and this is the lip liner that I'm gonna use. This is from Nude by Nature, and this is in the shade, I will link it below. And this is the shade Brave by MAC. So maybe we can incorporate a little bit of the pink that is in here in my eyes. I'm going to grab a little bit and I'm going to put it in the crease. This is the Eyeshadow 02 from Refer. I'm going to grab this Sugar Tiger. I normally don't use these many eyeshadow shades in an eye look, but let's play. Now you guys saw how many shimmers I use, how many eyeshadows I use. I have no fallout whatsoever. None. I don't know how they make these eyeshadows, but it's magical. And one thing I love about this brand is that they don't release eyeshadow palettes all the time. They only do it like once or twice a year. And I like that. It's not overwhelming. Alright, so this is my completed look. Okay guys, I want to show you something that TikTok made me buy. But I have actually seen this brand a lot on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. It is Laca, L-A-K-A. And I don't know if they have any other products, but I know they have a lot of lip products, a lot of lip glosses that are supposed to be very saturated, very pigmented, long lasting, very glassy looking. Well, now they released a product that this is like a gloss, and it's called Magic Lip Fixer. And what it is, you can apply this over any lipstick whatsoever, and it will make it into like a liquid lip so it doesn't go anywhere. But it's not supposed to be drying, and it's glossy. So I was very interested when I saw that. I saw Morgan Turner. She did either a shorts or an Instagram post on it. This is the bottle, which is beautiful. The bottle is so pretty. Now I tested this once, and if I'm going to go by that testing, I would say it really doesn't work. So I would say give me a chance to test it a little more. I'm not suggesting for you to go buy this now. I'm still in the testing stages, but I think it's an interesting product. I used it and it looked fine for a while. It wasn't sticky. It was glossy. It looked pretty. But I ate and it removed totally when I ate. So I don't know. We need to keep testing it. Could be what I ate. So what I do is I wipe it if I'm going to put it back in there, because I don't want my lipstick shade to go in there. So you're supposed to apply it, wait a couple of minutes, and then if you want to, you can apply a second coat. Now I did not apply a second coat, but it doesn't feel sticky now. I tell you not to, mush your lips together, which I didn't. But as you can see, it looks very glossy. It looks like I applied a clear gloss on my lips. And we're going to wait a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to do the transfer test. Now you may see the lip liner on it, but you're not going to see any lipsticks. Okay, so while this is almost dry, but while it doesn't really dry down, it still looks shiny. But let me show you the rest of the makeup that I'm wearing. Today I am wearing the Dior Forever Skin Wear. This is the one that is more matte, and it's in 2.5N. A brand new powder that I'm testing from Dior. I love the pressed powder, so far I'm liking this one. It looks really pretty on the skin. It is scented. Yeah, it is scented. I don't even notice it when I put it on anymore because it really doesn't bother me, so it's not an issue for me. And I have this one in the shade 01 Fair. They do have a translucent one, but it's white. And I really don't like to wear white powder. Sometimes I feel like it can leave a little bit of a white cast. And I really didn't want this one to leave any color on my face or add any color to my face, but I didn't want it white. Then I have the Fenty Beauty. This is the Sunstalker Souffle Bronzer in Biscotti. This is the second shade, and this is a beautiful formula. I have the Ole Henriksen Under Eye Brightener or Banana Bright Vitamin C Stick. And this is also supposed to help with dark circles under your eyes. And I have mine in this shade, I think it's like peach or something like that. Here we go. So I don't know if this is the lightest shade, but it is like a light pinky peach. It's very soft and hydrating. I really like it. It blends really well under your eyes. It's a good one. I have the Ilia Skin Blur Serum Concealer. I really enjoy this one. And this one in the shade 10 Neutral, which is light. What else do I have on? Oh, the mascara. You saw me apply that on. The eyeshadow primer is from Revlon, the Color Stay Eyeshadow Primer. What I have on my brows is just the Maybelline dark brown brow gel. I don't have anything else on my brows. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this should be enough time. So this hand is clean. Should have done this without a lip liner. It's just a lip liner. It does not transfer. I can tell you that doing it like this, it does not transfer. A little bit of the gloss comes off, but it's still glossy. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel goopy on my lips. It feels nice. Now, I'm going to see how long it lasts today. I'm not going to eat anything for a few hours still. And then I will use it again in another video, and I'll let you know how it works. The first time, it kind of sort of worked. I think if you're not going to eat anything. I think I ate a salad that day, and probably the dressing is what kind of broke it up, and it did remove. But it did last until I had something like that to eat. But I'll let you know on my next video how it worked today. I'm not sure what I'm going to be having for lunch today, but anyways. Alright, you guys, so make sure to check out the Cindy Grace sale. I think they're amazing, and you guys hear me talk about them all the time. I really do enjoy the brand. I give it a thumbs up, and I hope that if you've been thinking about trying them out, this is the time to do it. They do have mystery bags, which is also a great way to try it. I believe one of the days is if you buy 2, you get the third one free. And that's a great way to try their products if it's something that you've been interested in. And they have some for, you know, light complexion and deep complexions. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone. Alright guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Again, this video is going to go up hopefully today. And then I'll probably post again on Wednesday and Friday. Alright, I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.